avoidant men want?
Um, well, this is what I do. You can do whatever the you want to do. And I'm just having fun here.
So people said, I don't get it. Yeah, literally, I don't get it. But now I clearly get what she means. And I started backing away on asking what his day planned out to be. I may text him every 3 days or so, and I stopped expecting him to execute on his broken promises to take me out or invite me over. Jesus Christ. I had a feeling his I just want to have fun comment wouldn't last. Seems damaging. Interconnectedness is necessary. Yes, their lesson is to attach and speak their truth. Uh,
Do you often find yourself wondering what is the dismissive avoidance idea of a perfect relationship? What is it that they are actually seeking from a partner? And there are three major secret things that they definitely want deep down. Number one, a dismissive avoidant really wants a sense of supportiveness. One of the big ways that they often give and receive love is through acts of service. They feel like if bringing you a coffee or you bringing them a coffee, those things are exchanges of love to them. Number two, dismissive avoidants deeply want to be empathized with and understood. They won't show it on their faces, but it's something that is extremely important to them in a relationship. And number three, the biggest thing they will often fall into limerence with or extreme attraction with other people is if they feel accepted. And what I mean by this is not judged, not shamed. It doesn't mean don't communicate your needs. There's a way to do that without shaming them or criticizing them. It means communicate your needs, but do it in a proper way. If you want to go deeper into that topic, there's a free
so no expectations on them, no emotional closeness, no need. Yeah, bingo, he got it up. Look, this is the thing: is that it's very actually the next video talks about this. That it's very difficult to know who's an avoidant and who's an asshole. Like it's kind of difficult, and it's kind of like I can totally empathize with avoidance because it's kind of like you think you think I'm cold when in reality it's almost like they're trapped in their own minds and they can't escape because being open about their emotion feels like you're in the middle of a fucking beach and you're a baby turtle about to get eaten, right? Until a white lady picks you up, throws you into the ocean. But then, because her stupid ass, she doesn't realize that you don't know how to swim because the walk into the fucking sea is how you build the muscles to be able to swim. Anyways, so, so yeah, it's kind of complicated. I think avoidants are the most misunderstood, in my opinion, because it's very easy to take things personal with an avoidant. I just think a lot of people who call people an avoidant, they're just messing with someone who doesn't take them seriously. Honestly, like that's what I think. I think the next video talks about the difference. Actually,
gift for you down below.
look,
Are you dating an asshole or someone with an avoidant
there you
attachment
go.
style? It can be hard to tell, but there are some very important differences. Let's say you're feeling anxious and
Sure.
you need to ask for reassurance. An avoidant is going to attempt to soothe you, even though they kind of suck at it, but maybe it'll be endearing. An asshole is going to take the opportunity to make you feel bad about yourself by saying you're acting like a baby or you're being too sensitive. Let's say you want a more
So it's almost like they try at least.
committed relationship. An avoidant might initially feel overwhelmed, but ultimately wants to be more connected and will probably try to do it. An asshole is going to lead you on, never commit, and make you feel like you're asking for way too much. Let's say you're feeling really jealous and insecure. The avoidant may be confused and not understand why you're upset. The asshole will get a sense of satisfaction and feeling of power and try to use that power to be
Oh, yo. This is the video. This is the video. This is the video. This is so fucking true.
controlling, or make you feel more fearful. So basically, the avoidant might not be great at emotionally connecting with you, but at least they're not an
They
asshole
try,
who's
yeah,
deliberately trying
on
to make you
purpose.
feel
Yeah, and an avoidant will feel bad. This is what I mean. Is that a lot of people treat avoidant like they're like, hey, I'm gonna fucking play her. No, what's really happening is that, yo, what the fuck? I think I don't know how I feel about this. Like they're in this state of they don't even know themselves, you know. And so that's why I think avoidance could be very misunderstood.
Why is someone an avoidant? Someone becomes avoidant when they've grown up in an emotional calorie controlled diet environment where they have had to get used to very little. The way they survive is mum's not so interested, dad's not interested, no caregiver around, a lot of disappointment. I'm just going to hunker down and get used to very little. That is what has happened to an avoidant person. And then when they get to love and someone goes, oh,
Let's read the comments. I dated a girl like that. She broke my heart. She had been abandoned by her father and mother and was a very busy woman. She rejected me the moment I admitted to the existence of my feelings for her. This is why people, if you look, Joe Rogan talked about this a lot, and I still remember this clip where he talked about how he cried in front of a woman and she laughed at him and dumped him. And I bet as a kid, as a young man, you hear that or you experience that and you think, wow, like I can't open up. I can't. That's what that means. And so this happens, and what's really happening here is that it's not your fault, bro. Like she's just awkward about feelings. That's not your fault. But you don't know that's how you don't know that honestly I think they call it avoidant disorder. Like you don't know this, so it's very easy to take it personal. You know, it's very easy to 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 take what they do personal.
I adore you. Let's spend every evening together. They feel totally engulfed. They feel overwhelmed. They feel their very identity is in threat of dissolution. And what they need is an experience of love titrated. So, explanation. Hello, I'm somebody who had to get used to a very calorie controlled diet emotionally. The kindest thing is not to be too kind to me in an overwhelming way. Not because I don't want this, but because I grew up in a situation of deprivation. Why is someone an avoidant? Someone becomes avoidant when they've grown up in emotional calorie control.
Give thanks instead of criticism. What a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's some crazy stuff right there. Like honestly, if you're what avoidant men want, it is a sense of distance, right? Not full distance, not fully there, fully absent, but they it's almost like they telepathically like knowing that you're there, right? It's like a dog who even though the owner is not there, he rather smell the owner. So you just put like the sock over the owner. He doesn't. You don't have to be physically there, but at least they can smell you, right? And that's the thing. They don't need physical closeness, or they may not want that. And that's where the incompatibility. Not everyone is compatible with an avoidant. That's the issue. You know, not everyone is compatible with somebody who is emotionally distant like that. It's just not. Some people have more needs than others, and if you don't have the emotional resilience, you're not going to be able to date them. It's better not to date an avoidant.
The way you communicate and deepen your bond with an avoidant partner. Number one, I'm sharing my feelings to be closer to you. You don't have to fix them. This is a subtle invitation.
This is so true. Because when you tell an avoidant your problems, they're gonna think that now they're gonna have to be that therapist. And if you tell them that you just want to speak and you don't and that you're gonna be okay and that don't worry about it, they actually open up. She's fucking good at this.
Without all the pressure. Number two, it's okay if you need time to process. Let's come back to this. This makes emotional discussions less daunting for them. Number three, I recognize love in the way that you give it and it lights me up. Affirmation is powerful. It validates their unique expression of love. Number four, your perspective is valid and I am genuinely curious to learn more. This makes them feel valued and heard. Number five, with you, I feel
Basically, give them the emotional understanding that they would never give to you. Look, man, it's a different language. You know, again, I just see a lot of resentment, and I get it. But what's really happening here is that they don't understand each other. Like I could promise you, an example is Dami Nar. Well, first of all, if you're dominant, then, but you just have a lot of misunderstandings with a boy. Like you might think that he doesn't like you, and if you don't inquire, you get what I'm saying. He might genuinely like you, but not be able to tell you. That's the problem. So yeah, that's kind of like yeah, it's not an ideal situation, but you know why the fuck did you click on the video, huh? How about that, huh? Like,
free to be myself. This assures them that you also equate love with a measure of personal freedom. Interested in learning more tips like this? Make
yeah, I mean that's how it is, man.